modern dance, I talked about the tradition of American modern dance as being untraditional. So the tradition of modern dance is to move forward, not to redo old pieces, but to keep constantly redoing pieces and make more and more and more of them. And the idea of having a piece in repertoire is not, is kind of a thing that started in maybe the 80s in modern dance. It was always like, let's make a new piece. And so of course you do a dance for a year or two, but then let it go and then do a new piece. And so in the process of that, the score got lost. I ended up re-scoring it, re-orchestrating it for 7 instruments. I had flute, electric guitar, kind of an odd ensemble actually, flute, electric guitar, marimba, drum set, piano, synthesizers, and bass. So everything that was in that score had to be kind of jammed into 7 instruments. Have 7 players that can play, well, the piano of course can play a whole bunch, but you know, say you've got, I don't know, twice as many notes as you have players' ability to play them. Some of them will be doubled, some of them will, you know, the same note will appear in various parts, and so those you can just say, okay, well, I have that note, I can put it in this instrument. And then some of the notes you just let go if they're not as important as others. So in music, you know, like in a harmony, some of the notes have more importance than others, and so you can let the less important notes go, and you still have that sense of that same harmony, but you don't have the complete harmony. With the electric guitar combined might be kind of a raspier sound, so you just kind of get this sense of what instruments will do what when. There's also a question of practicality, like if this instrument's playing way up here and then suddenly have to go way down there, you might want to give that to a different player to make it, you know, easier to deal. I worked with the choreographer and she's like, well, I'm missing this and this, I don't hear it. So then I would, because there are a couple like cues, music cues that they're really counting on. And so she would say, I really don't hear this here. And I'd look back at my score and go, oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't really make that super prominent. So then I would listen to the audio recording there and try to hear what she was hearing and say, oh, I see, okay. So then I would have to go back and redo, you know, this, put it in more, maybe more instruments, or just write onto the score, like play this loud, you know, like that. The fact of live music is impactful in the theater. So a recording, people can distinguish between a recording and live music. I pretty much just went from the printed score and wrote my own score based on the printed score. Because, you know, when you were a musician, you could sort of hear the music in your head as you look at it on the page. So I guess in a sense I was listening to it, but not, you know, an audio recording. Did it haunt me? Yeah, sure, it's always in your head. How'd I know when it was done? Well, when the curtain goes up, it's done.